to calculate the standard deviation. First of all, we have to know the definition for this standard deviation. It is defined as the quantity to express how much the members of a group differ from the mean value of the group. Now we can understand this by taking one example. Here in this problem 5 observations are given and the values of those 5 observations are 11, 7, 10, 13, 9. So now we work on this one and we calculate the standard deviation. So in the calculation of the standard deviation, 5 steps are involved. Those 5 steps are here written in the form of the 5 columns. The first step in the calculation of the standard deviation is the calculation of the mean, and we know how to calculate the mean of the given observations. Here mean is defined as the sum of the observations divided by the number of the observations. Here in this problem 5 observations are given, 11, 7, 10, 13 and 9, and the sum of these observations is 50. If we divide this 50 by 5 we get 10. So mean of these observations is 10. Then the second step is the difference. That means we have to find out the difference between the mean and the known observation values. The first observation is 11 and the difference between the 11 and 10 is 1. And second observation is 7, and if we remove the 10, that means the mean from the 7 we get the minus 3. And the third observation is 10, and if we remove the 10, the mean of these observations from the 10 we get the 0. So like that, if we remove the 10 from 13 we get the 3, and from 9, if we remove from 10 from the 9 we get the minus 1. And the next step is to find out the square values of these observations. That is the third step. So if we square the 1 we get the 1, and if we square the minus 3 we get the 9, and on squaring 0 we get the 0, and on squaring the 3 we get the 9, on squaring the minus 1 we get the plus 1. So like that we get the square value. So that is the third step. Square value of the differences is the third step, and fourth step is to get the mean of these squares of these differences. So that is the fourth step. So the mean of these square values is 20, and the number of observation is 5. So if we divide 20 by 5 we get the 4. Okay, so this is the mean of the squares of the differences. Then the last step is finding out the square root of this mean. So the square root of the 4 is 2. So the standard deviation for these observations is 2. So like that we have to calculate the standard deviation. My dear students, now try to do the standard deviation for these 2 sets of the observations on your own.